I'm 7 years old, sitting at the table next to my grandmother, observing the ladies as they play their game. Today, they're playing my favorite, Rummy Cube. I listen to the women speak in Yipo-English, a combination of Yiddish, Polish, and English. Almost all of the women have numbers tattooed on their arms. Even at my young age, I know where these tattoos came from. I watch intently as runs of tiles are placed on the table. My grandmother, for the first time, turns to me and asks if I want to join. I leap at the chance. The ladies go easy on me, and I win. The second game, they play for real, and I win again. My grandmother beams with pride. I learned so many lessons, both as a participant and as an observer at my grandmother's side, that guided me throughout my life. First, girls are good at math. My grandmother had little formal education. She went into labor camp at 14 and then later a concentration camp. But I always attributed my math skills to her. Whether playing kaluki or poker, she could calculate the odds and quickly read the people at the table. She liked to invest and always had the stock market ticker on her TV. Seeing a woman who I admire be so good with numbers made me feel right at home studying mathematical subjects. And this was long before STEM initiatives for young girls. I didn't notice that in my advanced math classes, there were few girls. I was encouraged to study engineering and then ultimately accounting. And I, in turn, encouraged my own daughter to study science. I supported her decision to be pre-med and never said to her, well, you're going to graduate when you're 31. And in fact, she's not here today because she's taking the MCAT in 3 weeks. At 7, having a seat where the adults were playing allowed me to find my voice and build confidence. This was at the card table, but this applies to the boardroom or the lab table. When we pull up a chair to the table for another woman, we can elevate and support each other and have more of our voices heard. We are here in a room full of incredible women, and every one of us can make a difference. It doesn't require grandiose gestures. You can mentor another woman, make an introduction, or a referral. There are so many little things that we could do that collectively are impactful. If we want to see more women in the room where decisions are being made, we need to facilitate it. Finally, having a community is essential. My grandmother created a family after losing her own. Only one of the women at the table was actually her cousin, but we called them all cousins. She made friends everywhere she went, and she surrounded herself with people who adored her. She taught me the importance of having close, reliable friends. And I've been fortunate to make lasting friendships throughout every stage of my life. But as I re-entered the workforce, after being out for 16 years raising children, I had no business network. Recognizing that I needed a community to help guide me, I deliberately built one of other women founders and leaders. I emulated how my grandmother didn't just have acquaintances, but she built true relationships because she showed an interest in people's lives. And this applies to business connections as well. So I joined many organizations. But then after October 7th, so many of them let me down. And I felt a strong pull to connect with more of a Jewish community. I needed to surround myself with people that shared my same values, women who felt the same sadness, frustration, and fear that I was experiencing. I needed to connect with women who were not afraid to speak out, regardless of the business implications. When I learned about JWI, I immediately knew that this is where I'll find my people. There's a palpable energy in this room and the invincible feeling that together we can do anything. Right now, today, we can each make an impact by pulling up a seat at the table for another woman, encouraging her that she deserves to be there and her voice needs to be heard, and using this opportunity to forge real relationships with women you meet here. Thank you for including me in this magical room.